Looking across the NHL standings, the Sharks have the fewest points at 2. They also have the lowest win percentage at 143. This is not a place that Team Teal is historically very familiar with. And on that note, here's the transition that's interesting. It's highly anticipated that the NHL's #1 draft pick in 2023 will be that young man, Connor Bedard. He's only 17 right now, born July 17, 2005. He's a product of North Vancouver up in BC. Stands 5'9". He's a current centerman for the Regina Pats. And his credentials, I mean, they're already lengthy for a 17-year-old, already up on the screen. Now, Hannah, I just want to throw in this disclaimer from the start of the conversation here. Good teams in the NHL are not talking about Connor Bedard because he's going to go #1. So we're having this conversation only because fans are bringing it up to us and they see where the Sharks are at.
Yeah, and it's something interesting for us to talk about. You know, the talking heads here up in front of the screen. Obviously, a special player, an exceptional player, you know, as a first guy in the WHL to get exceptional status. So this is a guy that can sort of, you know, change a franchise pretty quickly.
Well, let me ask you. So he's highly touted, but how do we know he's that good? He's Connor McDavid good. He's Sidney Crosby good. How do we know?
So we talk about exceptional status. 15 years old. He was the first guy in the WHL to get it. 28 points in 15 games, 12 goals, 16 assists. So if you look at this, not many guys get this type of, you know, situation. And he puts up a lot of points. He's just below Connor McDavid in points per game in juniors. You know, what he's done at the World Juniors playing as a 16-year-old. There's a select few names there that have made that, you know, transition. You know, you look at Wayne Gretzky, Eric Lindros, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid. Okay, and you look at that. So
he's 17 though.
17 years old, but you know what he's done so far as a 15-year-old, as a 16-year-old is pretty special. Obviously, you know, it's something to always project. You can't really compare him to those guys.
It's a comparable.
It's comparable.
Yeah.
Comparable.
So all right, so we're kind of seeing this thing out here. We're expecting that he'll go #1 to a certain NHL team. Somebody's going to take him there. But, like, what hypothetically would be the Sharks' chances of getting him? We'll have that in just a second. It's 18.5% if you finish last in the entire league in the standings. But we'll get to that in a second. What impact could he make in the NHL next season if, in fact, the team drafts him and he's on an NHL roster?
Yeah, you know, you look at this guy, and if you talk to the scouts, you know, they love his hockey sense. His release on his shot is really unbelievable. He plays in traffic really well. Being a centerman, the puck really goes through him a lot. So he's a guy that can, you know, create things offensively, make guys better around him. Obviously, that's a lot to ask as an 18-year-old coming into play in the league. But again, you sit there and scouts, GMs, they drool over guys like this, the impact they can have on the game.
So you're saying he's NHL ready next season, like this time next year, he's good to go.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. And I mean, if you look at the numbers he's put up, and obviously a guy that can come in and step in right away and put up some points.
All right, so we've transposed here the odds of, like, if the Sharks did finish last in the league, that team is going to have an 18.5% chance at the #1 pick, right? It's all a lottery system. If you don't make the playoffs, you're in the lottery. The second worst team at 13.5%, 11.5%, 9.5%. So, I mean, it's not even a guarantee that if you finish last, you have a 1 in less than 5 chance that you'll get the #1 pick and you'll get a player like this.
Yeah, obviously the odds aren't great. You know, the NHL does that so that people don't
tank on purpose.
Right. You know, you don't want to see that. You don't want to say that teams would do that. But you know, obviously that's in the back of their mind. But again, a 1 in 5 chance. You know, it's something you can think about and GMs can drool over. It'd be obviously nice to add that guy to your roster.
Okay, so hypothetically, the Sharks finish in one of those slots, and the Sharks get fortunate that the ping pong ball comes up and it's #1. How does he fit on the Sharks next season? Do they have to build around him? Is he really like a generational player that we haven't seen since a Joe Thornton or a Patrick Marleau? I mean, what do you do if and when once you land him?
You know, that's up to obviously the GM. But what you do is if you look at some of these other teams, Colorado, you know, Edmonton, and you sit there and think, you know, Colorado went through some rough years, and they got some good names there in McKinnon. But if you don't, you know, think back a little farther. They had Duchesne, O'Reilly, Stasny.
Right.
You know, so they tried to build around those guys, and those guys ended up getting traded or left, you know, the offer sheet to O'Reilly in Calgary, ended up leaving there. But obviously, when you get a guy of that stature, yes, that's a building block that you try and build around. Now, how do they do that? Through the draft. You know, usually that's what happens with today's day and age of, you know, if you look at the teams, you know, Tampa, You know, they've got a number of players, Kucherov, Stamkos. You know, down the line, they got goaltending, Hedman on the back end, Palat. They had, but he left in free agency. So you look at those types of teams, and they're built. You know, Colorado, Cale Makar, Devin Taves. Like, it's hard. It's, you can't really, you know, set your whole stat on one player.
Right. But
one player can set you on that path to get there, and you need definitely the superstars to do it.
It's going to be a really good 2023 NHL draft. Connor Bedard aside, like we're focusing on him, but there's a handful of really good players that could be franchise changers. That being said, like, you just don't know how much to put into, is this the only way you're going to get a franchise type player in this day and age? Like, if you're the Sharks and you need somebody and something to build around, is this the only way you can do it?
It's hard. I mean,
how else would you do it?
Yeah, if you look, what's happening through getting, you know, if you're thinking about trades,
right,
if you're thinking about trying to sign, you know, free agents, it doesn't really, those don't come around very often. The guys, the teams that get their draft picks and they get their players, they sign them to long-term deals. You're getting them at an age. We know right now, really, the prime of players is what age is, you know, right in that 22, 26 range.
Yep.
So you get guys on that
way early.
Outside it. Right, but to get these guys this early, get them when they're cheap. If you look at, you know, Colorado, they have guys on good contracts. They had guys. Now they start having to sign them. So that winning window is smaller, especially if you sign guys late.
Let's also address this lastly. If you're a player or a coach for the San Jose Sharks and you're hearing this conversation, these two guys on TV talking about a 17-year-old for your team, it's crazy to think that any coach or any player would want their team to be in this situation because their livelihoods depend on winning. David Quinn, Logan Couture, Tomas Hertl, all down the lineup. They don't want this necessarily. They want to win. Like, it's not in their DNA to have us talking about this.
And being in that room, you know, on teams that haven't won, pride.
Right.
You know, you're a player that has gone through the ups and downs. You've been on teams that have been losing, but every time you step on that ice, it's prideful. You don't want to sit there and you want to play the best you can out there. You're playing for your job. You're playing for your livelihood. You know, and the guys in there, I can tell you, they're not sitting here listening to this, thinking about this kind of stuff. They're out there trying to win a game today, and then they're trying to win their games put in front of them.
If a franchise finishes last in the league and gets that #1 pick, it's not because the coach or players angled it towards that direction. It's just that's the way it played out. It does seem, though, that the team that finishes last has a really good shot at a game changer, a franchise changer in Connor Bedard.